Cómo son largas las semanas cuando no estás cerca de mí. No sé qué fuerza sobrehumana me dan valor lejos de ti. Muerta la luz de mi esperanza, soy como el náufrago en el mar. Sé que me pierdo en la lontananza, mas no me puedo resignar. Ay, qué triste es recordar, después de tanto amar, esa dicha que pasó. Flor de una ilusión, nuestra pasión se marchitó. Ay, olvida mi desdén, retorna dulce bien a nuestro amor y volverá a florecer nuestro querer como aquella flor. Flor de una ilusión, nuestra pasión se marchitó. Ay, olvida mi desdén, retorna dulce bien a nuestro amor y volverá a florecer nuestro querer como aquella flor. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. That was a dance number from the classic orchestra of Juan D'Arienzo. That was written in the 1940s. And we're going to move you all the way to the 21st century with a beautiful piece called Barrio Sur, which is actually a way to refer to Montevideo, because tango, of course, comes from Argentina, Buenos Aires, and Montevideo. So this is Barrio Sur by Ramiro Gallo. that a little out of the way. Now we have milonga, but an old-fashioned one. I'm going to let Valeria tell you a little bit about this one.
So tango is not only influenced by candombe, African music from Uruguay, but also is highly influenced by the country music, the countryside music. And this is a type of countryside music called milonga, which is different from the milonga and the tango. And so it's highly influenced by country music, folk music, I should say. And it's called milonga triste, the sad milonga. Llegabas por el sendero, delantal y trenzas sueltas, brillaban tus ojos negros, claridad de luna llena, mis labios te hicieron daño al besar castigo me dio tu mano, pero más dolió tu ausencia. Volví por caminos blancos, volví sin poder llegar, grité con mi nombre bueno, canté sin saber cantar. Cerraste los ojos negros, se volvió tu cara blanca y llevamos tu silencio al sonar de las campanas. La luna cayó en el agua, el dolor golpeó mi pecho, con cuerdas de 100 guitarras me trencé remordimientos. Volví por caminos viejos, volví sin poder llegar, grité con tu nombre bueno, lloré sin saber llorar. Tristeza de haber querido tu rumor en mi sendero, tristeza de los caminos que después ya no te vieron. Silencio del campo santo, soledad de las estrellas, recuerdo que duelen tanto, delantal y trenzas sueltas. Volví por caminos muertos, volví sin poder llegar, grité con tu nombre bueno, lloré sin saber llorar. Thank you.
So we're going to take you back into the classic golden age with a song called Buscándote, Looking for You. Tangos are all very nostalgic and very romantic, and this is one of those, Buscándote.
One, two, three.
eterno de mi andar, tristeza amarga de mi soledad, ansias enormes de llegar. Sabrás que por la vida fui buscándote, que mis ensueños sin querer rompí y en algún sitio los dejé. Mi andar apresuré con la esperanza de encontrarte al fin. Largos caminos silvané, leguas y leguas recorrí. Después que entre tus brazos pueda descansar, si lo prefieres volveré a marchar por mi camino de ayer. Thank you very much. One of the things that I love, I grew up in Uruguay, in South America, and one of the things that I love about tango is that they say that tango waits for you patiently And I was not into tango when I was growing up. I was more into rock music, punk music, all that kind of stuff. And then here I am singing tangos that my grandparents used to dance to. And you start, realizing how beautiful and how the poetry of the music, the poetry of the lyrics, how it's all well put together. And, it's just wonderful. I hope you guys can kind of have an idea of what is that this music is about. But tango is not only romantic, like she mentioned, but tango was also very outspoken and very rebellious. Tango is more like hip hop and punk music in that sense. That's the origins of tango was in the slums of Buenos Aires and Montevideo. So we have to remember that. So there are a lot of words in tango. There's a language in tango called lunfardo, which is a mix of different, this music came from immigrants that came to Buenos Aires and Montevideo, and they brought their own language. So they all got mixed up together, and they created something called lunfardo. And lunfardo was also used, not unlike hip-hop music, to send messages that were kind of hidden. They have the double meaning. So that's what tango, the poetry of tango is very much like that. It's very cheeky. Anyways, but this is a really beautiful song, the one that we're going to be playing right now. It's called Clarinet. It's a really old song, but it was reimagined by a contemporary pianist, Schisi, Diego Schisi. And this is what he came up with, this arrangement of an old tune. Just there are a lot of very young musicians in Buenos Aires and in Montevideo who are rethinking what tango means to the new generation, and Diego Schisi is one of them. This is called Clarinet, and it's a love story in Paris. Two people meet. Imagine this, Paris. There's a fog on the streets, and these two people meet in the night for a night of music and companionship. And then when the day comes, they separate and they never see each other again. This is called Clarinet. Ausencia de tus manos en mis manos, distancia de tu voz que ya no está, mi pobre clarinet de un sueño vano, perdida ya de mí, ¿dónde andarás? La calle dio el encuentro insospechado, la calle fue después quien te llevó. Tus grandes ojos negros afiebrados llenaron de tinieblas mi pobre corazón. Medianoche parisina, en aquel café con sed, como envuelta en la neblina de una lluvia gris y fina, debí desaparecer. Me dejaste con la pena de saber que te perdí, mocosita dulce y buena, que me diste la condena de no ser jamás feliz. Mi clarinet, pequeña y tan querida, de blues azul y la canción feliz, de calle de París. Medianoche parisina, en aquel café con sed, como envuelta en la neblina de una lluvia gris y fina, te vi desaparecer. Me dejaste con la pena de saber que te perdí. Mocosita dulce y buena, que me diste la condena de no ser jamás feliz. Thank you very much. The next song is one of my favorite tunes because growing up in Uruguay and having my grandparents really close to us, they used to dance to this tune. So it's very beautiful that I'm singing this tune. So I'm going to dedicate that to my grandparents that are dancing tango in the heavens right now. So this is Pedacito de Cielo.
The note.
La casa tenía una reja pintada con quejas y cantos de amor. La noche llenaba de ojeras la huella, la casa y el viejo balcón. Recuerdo que entonces reías y yo te leía mi verso mejor. Y ahora, capricho del tiempo, leyendo esos versos, lloramos los dos. Los años de la infancia pasaron, la reja está dormida de tanto silencio. Y en aquel pedacito de cielo se quedó tu alegría y mi amor. Los años han pasado, terribles, malvados, dejándose esperanza que no ha de llegar. Y recuerdo tu gesto travieso después de aquel beso robado al azar. Recuerdo que entonces leías y yo te veía mi verso mejor. Y ahora, capricho del tiempo, leyendo esos versos, lloramos los dos. Los años de la infancia pasaron, la reja está dormida de tanto silencio. Y en aquel pedacito de cielo se quedó tu alegría y mi amor. Los años han pasado, terribles, malvados, dejándose esperanza que no ha de llegar. Y recuerdo tu gesto travieso después de aquel beso robado al azar. Thank you.
So the next song that we're going to play for you is kind of exciting. We are actually heading to Buenos Aires in August to record our third album, actually. And this is going to be one of the songs that's going to be on that album. It's a classic old tango that I have arranged in a new version. And, this is because our friends in the Toronto Tango dance community said, Aparna, you got to write some music for dancing. So we did. So this is Mariposita, the little butterfly.
Un bandoneón con su resuello tristón, la noche en el cristal de la copa y del pan y del tiempo que pasó. Mi corazón con su borracha emoción y en otra voz la voz de la historia vulgar, dice mi vulgar dolor. Mariposita, muchachita de mi barrio, te busco por el centro, te busco y no te encuentro, siguiendo este calvario con la cruz del mismo error. Te busco porque acaso nos iríamos del brazo. Vos te equivocaste con tu barullo de sedas palpitantes y yo con mi barullo de tiempos delirantes en un mundo engañador. Volvamos a lo de antes, dame el brazo y vámonos. Con su borracha emoción y en otra voz la voz de la historia vulgar, dice mi vulgar dolor. Mariposita, muchachita de mi barrio, te busco por el centro, te busco y no te encuentro, siguiendo este calvario con la cruz del mismo error. Te busco porque acaso nos iríamos del brazo. Vos te equivocaste con tu arrullo de sedas palpitantes y yo con mi barullo de tiempos delirantes en un mundo engañador. Volvamos a lo de antes. Dame el brazo y vámonos.
So we were talking about milongas earlier, and we sang a milonga campera, which is a milonga that comes from the countryside. Milonga is one of the oldest forms. It predates tango, and we have a very old milonga that is called La Trampera, the tramp. And this is revision in a little bit of a more jazzy, contemporary style, but it is still a milonga. Here we go. That one's a lot of fun to dance to as well. One of my favorites. The next piece we have for you, it's a really beloved piece by one of the most famous composers of tango. I'm sure you've heard of this guy, Astor Piazzolla, right? Whenever people think about tango, they think about Piazzolla. So we can't have an afternoon of tango without having some Piazzolla. And this is a very special milonga, but a slow milonga, and it's called Oblivion.
Two, three, four.
So this lady right here is not only a fantastic composer, violinist, but she is also a dancer. She dances tango. And before she met her lovely husband, she used to take the TTC to go to the milongas. And as you know, TTC is highly unreliable sometimes. And she will get stuck on the TTC many times going to the milongas. So one of those times she decided, you know what, I might as well write something. So she wrote this song called On the TTC with Troilo. I renamed it Stuck on the TTC with Troilo. This is On the TTC with Troilo by Aparna Haup.
Opa. 1, 2, 2, 2.
I love Toronto. The next station is Union Station. Doors will open on the right. The next station is Union Station. Doors will open on the right. This train is out of service. And this band is going to take a 10-minute recess.
Okay.
We will be back with more music in 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Go and get some food. It looks amazing. It smells even better. So get some food and come back and wait 10 minutes, and we will be back with more music. Thank you. por una cabeza de un noble potrillo que justo en la raya comenzó a aflojar y que al regresar parece decir: no olvides, hermano, vos sabés, no hay que jugar. Por una cabeza me dejó de un día de aquella protesta y risueña mujer que al jurar sonriendo el amor me está mintiendo. Quema en una hoguera todo mi querer. Por una cabeza todas las locuras, tu boca que besa borra la tristeza, calma la amargura. Por una cabeza, si ella me olvida, ¿qué importa perderme 1000 veces la vida? ¿Para qué vivir? Que besa, borrar la tristeza, calma la amargura. Por una cabeza, si ella me olvida, ¿qué importa perderme 1000 veces la vida? ¿Para qué vivir? Thank you very much. Por una cabeza, by a head. So it is, yeah, that's exactly what it is, by a head. So the guy is talking about the horses that, you know, the horses that are running. So it's a metaphor for love. So he's losing everything for love. Por una cabeza.
You want to tell us about this encuentro?
Desencuentro. Okay. So this is a very, very, very well-known tune. Bye, take care. It's actually very old and very well-known tune. It has been done many times. It's about this person, this man. In this particular case, is this man. He cannot catch a break. Nothing that he does goes right. He cannot catch a break. Everything he saves a spider, and the spider bites him, and he saves a man, and the man betrays him. It's just like never. He cannot catch a break. And even at the end of the tune, when he's about to shoot himself in the head, even the bullet doesn't come out of the gun. So this is this encuentro, this encounter.
1, 2, 3.
seguir. Y en ese desencuentro con la fe, querés cruzar el mar y no podés. La araña que salvaste te picó, ¿qué vas a hacer? Y el hombre que ayudaste te hizo mal, dale nomás. Y todo el carnaval gritando pisoteo la mano fraternal que Dios te dio. ¡Qué desencuentro! Si hasta Dios está lejano, lloras por dentro. Todo es cuento, todo es vil. En el corso a contramano, un grupí trampeó Jesús. No te fíes de tu hermano, se te cuelgan de la cruz. Quisiste con ternura y el amor te devoró de atrás hasta el riñón. Se rieron de tu abrazo y ahí nomás te hundieron con rencor todo el arpón. Amargo desencuentro porque ves que es al revés. Creíste en la honradez y en la moral de estupidez. Por eso en tu total fracaso de vivir, ni el tiro del final te va a salir. Thank you.
And in case you're wondering, that was composed by the great maestro of the bandoneon, Aníbal Troilo, one of the greatest composers of tango of all time. And so we're going to move from the golden age to the present again, like we've been doing all afternoon. The next piece is actually written by a contemporary composer from Cordoba. He was nominated for the Latin Grammy Person of the Year, and he won it. And this is a piece that's called Fresco de Mañana. On a really hot, muggy day like this, you want to think about the cool, the frosty cool of the morning. Fresco, the freshness, the cool of the morning. we got a special treat for you. On piano, we have Yolanda Tapia, who's going to share a very special piano solo, and I'm going to ask her to tell you a little bit about it.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to play a piece by Mexican composer Eduardo Gamboa. So this has absolutely nothing to do with tango. However, I got to confess, this is my first year playing tango ever in my life. So thank you, Aparna, to these ladies and this band that I've been emerging more into this world that is so rich and vast in history. And I decided to share with you a piece that is very special for me. First of all, because it's by a Mexican composer. And second of all, is because just like Valeria here, this is also based on the type of music that my grandmother used to dance. This is how people from her generation met and had dates and stuff like that. So the name of the style of this music is danzón, and it actually comes from Cuba. So I'm from the state of Veracruz, which is the state right next to the Gulf of Mexico, and a lot of Cuban immigrants, and Gulf of Mexico, and a lot of Cuban immigrants came to the state. And thanks to them, we also have a rich culture that blended both the Mexican culture and the Cuban culture. So anyway, this style of music comes from Cuba, and it emerged in a new style titled danzón, or Mexican danzón, and this piece is titled Mijita, My Little Daughter, by Mexican composer Eduardo Gamboa.
to tell us about anagrama?
Okay, so this is a new song. This next song is called Anagrama, which is how do you anagram? Okay, anagram, and is written by the bad boy of tango, Julian Peralta. He's a composer from Buenos Aires. He's 48, no more, no, 45, something like that. Very young composer in Buenos Aires, and he took tango and flip it upside down and created something completely different. This is what it shows, that tango continues to grow, and the new generations bring more and more to it, and they do different. They make it grow and they make it change, and it's even more appealing to the new generation. Like I said before, tango is not with society type of music. No. Tango was born in the slums and continues to be a rebellious voice in so many ways. And this song, Anagrama, speaks of something very that's going on so much nowadays, and it's called, all the misinformation that we get from the States. Somewhere south, and some of in Canada as well, all the misinformation, all the, trying to manipulate us with different, not so truth, that, not true truths at all. So this is what this song is about, Anagrama.
1, 2.
Tiempos violentos en la ciudad, grandes valores sin cotizar, con cama no fuerzan la voz según tu titular. Muchos amigos quedan y son arte delante que inventó Dios, siempre volver al mismo postor según tu titular. Es la raíz la que nunca creció, ese misterio que cierra, y en su rayo el diario de hoy, de la anagrama la inquisición, entre valientes que dan amor según tu titular. ¿Cuántas palabras en tu placar suman respuestas que no se dan? Las le conviene un buen modelo según tu titular. Juegan de noche desde el diván, besan a sueños por maquillar. Es que el pasado suena mejor según tu titular. Es la raíz la que nunca creció, este misterio que cierra, hueso del alma y carne de ayer. El boliche no se lleva bien con la resaca del mostrador, lo mismo no es igual. Que dan amor, lo mismo no es igual. Thank you very much.
And keeping with the contemporary music, we're going to keep some of it going. And next we have for you a piano and violin duo. And it's written by Pablo Agri, who is one of the most famous tango violinists who is alive and working today. And he's based in Buenos Aires, of course. a little interesting piece of tango history and genealogy. We were talking about Astor Piazzolla, and we played his Oblivion in our first set. And when Piazzolla recorded Oblivion, it was with the violinist Antonio Agri. And Pablo Agri is Antonio Agri's son. So we do see how tango makes its way through the generations and through the years. This is called El Julián Aguirre. Okay, well, we're bringing you more new music from that album that we are going to be recording in Buenos Aires in August. This is a little piece that I wrote. It's a waltz. It's a tango waltz, and it's meant for dancing. And I wrote it at a tango festival in Oregon. We gather every 2 years musicians from all over the world to play tango. And it's always in June, you know. And so June is like my happy month because I get to play tango with my friends. And so this is called Junio, which is the Spanish word for June. Junio. I'll tell you something about tango. So there's this weird thing in tango where tango dancers say that they can't dance to contemporary music. Now, I kind of get what that's about. So it kind of became a challenge for me to write music that was specifically, explicitly for dancing. So that's where this music is coming from in many ways. And I have to thank my friends who inspired me to do that in the first place by giving me that challenge, you know. All right, I'm going to let Valeria tell you about the next song.
Malena is the next song, and Malena is the name of a woman. And it's a love song. It's one of my favorite songs. And my grandmother used to sing this song, so I have a lot of these songs were like songs that my grandparents grew up with. So it's incredible that after so many different changes and different styles of music that I made my own or tried to make my own, now I'm back doing what my grandparents used to do. And so this is dedicated again to all those young at heart, my grandparents. My grandparents were married for 72 years, okay? 72 years. Yes, 72 years, and they didn't kill each other.
It's because they dance tango.
Because they dance tango, exactly. All right, so this is Malena. Malena canta el tango como ninguna y en cada verso pone su corazón. Ayuyo de suburbio, su voz perfuma. Malena tiene pena de bandoneón. Tal vez allá en la infancia su voz de alondra tomó ese tono oscuro de callejón. ¿O acaso aquel romance que solo nombra cuando se pone triste con el alcohol? Malena canta el tango con voz de sombra. Malena tiene pena de bandoneón. Tu canción tiene el frío del último encuentro. Tu canción se hace amarga en la sal del recuerdo. Yo no sé si el rumor es la flor de una pena, solo sé que al rumor de tus tangos, Malena, te siento más buena que yo. Tangos son criaturas abandonadas que corren por el barro del callejón. Cuando todas las puertas están cerradas y ladran los fantasmas de la canción, Malena canta el tango con voz quebrada. Malena tiene pena de bandoneón. Thank you. I love hearing like the sirens and the horns and everything. That is so exactly. There you go. That's so urban, right? So like tango.
Let's play Milonga Triste. Milonga Triste. Yeah, trust me. Milonga Triste.
All right. The next song is some of the tango has been influenced by different styles of music. Some of them have been influenced by the African music of Uruguay, called candombe. And this one has been influenced by the countryside music, the folk music of South America, of Argentina, Uruguay. And it's called Milonga Triste, the sad milonga.
Tell us about the lyrics.
And yes, the lyrics. So it's about this very young person who falls in love with a very young girl, and unfortunately, she leaves this plane way too soon in her life, and he regrets certain things that he's done. And he sings this song to her. Llegabas por el sendero, delantal y trenzas sueltas, brillaban tus ojos negros, claridad de luna llena, mis labios te hicieron daño al besar tu boca fresca, castigo me dio tu mano, pero más dolió tu ausencia. Volví por caminos blancos, volví sin poder llegar, grité con mi nombre grande, lloré sin saber llorar. Cerraste tus ojos negros, se volvió tu cara blanca y llevamos tu silencio al sonar de las campanas. La luna cayó en el agua, el dolor golpeó mi pecho con cuerdas de 100 guitarras, me trencé remordimientos. Volví por caminos viejos, volví sin poder llegar, grité con tu nombre bueno, recé sin saber rezar. Tristeza de haber querido tu rubor en mi sendero, tristeza de los caminos que después ya no te vieron, silencio del campo santo, soledad de las estrellas, recuerdo que duelen tanto, delantal y trenzas sueltas. Volví por caminos muertos, volví sin poder llegar, bueno, lloré sin saber llorar. Thank you very much.
So one thing about tango is that you can have light-hearted waltzes that you can dance to. You can have really funky, grungy milongas. There's such a range of emotional expression in this music, and of course, there's a lot of drama. And of course, when you think about the composers that really bring the drama to tango music, the greatest would be the great Osvaldo Pugliese. Pugliese was not just one of the greatest composers of tango, he was also somebody who really was beloved by his musicians. And if you know anything about Argentina, you know it went through a very difficult period in the 70s. And Pugliese was arrested. He was thrown in jail for being a radical, for speaking out against the regime. And guess what his orchestra did? They continued to play his music, and they left a white rose for him on the piano. And it stayed there. Every single time they played, there was that white rose to remind everyone of what was going on. And tango has always been about that. It's always been about what's going on right now. So here we are. We're going to play a piece by Pugliese. It's called Una vez. One, two, three.
Fue el amor que llamó y después sobre el abismo rodó. La que amé más que a mí mismo fue luz de su mirada, siempre, siempre helada, sabor de sin sabor. Que no era nada, pequeñez de su burla mordaz. Una vez, solo en la vida, una vez, pudo llamarse René. ¿O acaso fue la Manon? Ya no me importa quién es, Manon o René, si ya la olvidé. Nunca llegaron a mí, pero se fueron igual. Un mal querer me hizo así, gané en el perder, ya no creí. Lejana y mansa, que ya no me alcanza, mi voz gritó ayer, amor, amor, sin esperanza, pequeñez, burla mordaz. Una vez, solo en That's what we're talking about, drama, right? That's And speaking of dramas,
Let's do Mariposita.
Mariposita, okay, Mariposita. So this song, Mariposita, is funny because it's called Little Butterfly, and it makes you think that it's all about love and blah bitty blah. And not unlike other tango songs, it's not about a little butterfly or anything like that. It's actually about this love between two very young people from the neighborhood. And she grows up in the neighborhood and falls in love with this young man. They fall in love. And then she decides that she wants something else. She wants more in life. So she decides to go to the downtown part of the city, El Centro. And she is, mesmerized by the glitz and all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, she ends up becoming a prostitute. So this is the man looking for his love and trying to get her out of whatever it is that she's doing in the downtown core of Buenos Aires.
1, 2, 3.
Un bandoneón con su resuello tristón, la noche en el cristal de la copa y del pan y del tiempo que pasó. Mi corazón con su borracha emoción y en otra voz la voz de la historia vulgar dice mi vulgar dolor. Mariposita, muchachita de mi barrio, te busco por el centro, te busco y no te encuentro, siguiendo este calvario con la cruz del mismo error. Te busco porque acaso nos iríamos del brazo. Vos te equivocaste con tu arrullo de sedas palpitantes y yo con mi barullo de tiempos delirantes en un mundo engañador. Volvamos a lo de antes, dame el brazo y vámonos. Con su borracha emoción y en otra voz, la voz de la historia vulgar, dice mi vulgar dolor. Mariposita, muchachita de mi barrio, te busco por el centro, te busco y no te encuentro, siguiendo este calvario con la cruz del mismo error. Te busco porque acaso nos iríamos del brazo. Vos te equivocaste con tu arrullo de sedas palpitantes y yo con mi barullo de tiempos delirantes en un mundo engañador. Volvamos a lo de antes, dame el brazo y vámonos. Thank you very much.
Well, folks, it's that time, and we're coming to the last song of our show. Thank you so much for being here, for enjoying a little afternoon of tango with us. We are Solidaridad Tango. We are North America's first and only all-women tango ensemble, proudly Canadian.
Proudly Canadian.
So before we play our last song, I want to introduce the amazing musicians that I have the honor of playing with every single time. This is Yolanda Tapia on piano. Lauren Falls on the double bass. The one and the only Valeria Matzner. My name is Aparna Halpe, and I want to thank you so much for being an amazing audience. Thank you so much. Just a little plug for our album. We were nominated for the Canadian Folk Music Award, Emerging Artist of the Year, and the Best Instrumental Album. It's over there, so if you want a vinyl or a CD, go grab some. We are going to get to our last song, which is also an original that's going to be on our next album. And I'm going to let Valeria tell you about it.
So, everybody has one of those, every woman has one of those women friends that are not really friends, they're more like frenemies, right? But we keep them around because a lot of times we just known them for a long time. And we just don't know how to get rid of them. And that's kind of like, it's an analogy to what's going on, with our friends to the south. We like them, but not really. But we like them, but sometimes we don't like them. So they're kind of like frenemies right now to us. Is a love-hate relationship, especially right now with the carrot menace. Yeah. Anyway, so this song is called "She's Just Like That."
Sorry, and I just want to say also one more time, can you have a huge round of applause for Union, Summer, Tiffany, and Kirtan? Yay! Over there. They're awesome. They're so awesome. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. All right. Here's She's Just Like That. 1, 2.
She's the kind of friend that we all know. Looks sharp, talks sharp, likes a show. She's the kind of girl who strikes a pose each time she opens the door. If you play her game, you'll love his friend. You'll be on cloud 9, and then when you tell her 5, she'll take a 10. And if you say no, she'll roll her eyes so. She'll flip her hair so, pulls down her lips so, and starts to cry. She knows just how to make you feel awful. No need to argue, she's just like that. You scratch your head, stay up all night, look for a way to make things alright. You call her up, you buy her stuff, you say I hear you, and she just laughs and rolls her eyes so, and flips her hair so, pulls down her lips so, and starts to cry. She knows just how to make you feel awful. No need to argue, she's just like that. She's the kind of girl who calls you sis when she turns and blows a kiss. She's the kind of girl you know you'll miss when she breaks your heart. When you lose a friend, it's like the end. You will feel like you're the one to blame. When you're feeling down, just hear the song and laugh as you let go. She rolls her eyes so, she flips her hair so, pulls down her lips so, and starts to cry. She knows just how to make you feel awful. No need to argue, she's just like that. You scratch your head, stay up all night, try to find a way to make things alright. You call her up, you buy her stuff, you say I hear you, and she just laughs. So, pulls down her lips so, and starts to cry.